And we can go to some MLB stuff now because they're still in a lockout, still not playing. And today was the day. Today is the day.
They still have 2 hours.
They still have 2 hours. Today is a day where if they don't come up with an agreement, games will be canceled.
I'm gonna check Twitter right now.
Jeff Passan on Twitter said that it would be awful, and I agree. It would be awful for the MLB if they were to cancel games because you're already losing fans, and you have the NBA, which looks really, really good right now, going into the latter part of their season and into the playoffs. And if you take fans away from MLB, they're just going to gravitate over to the NBA, to college basketball, and you're going to lose even more fans if you don't figure this out right now.
The only fans baseball has right now are the people who've grow up. Like you're not going to gain any new. The only fans you have are the fans you've had. You're not going to gain any new fans.
They're not. It's all the lockout is already a really bad look. But if which they are probably going to cancel, probably the first.
I don't see how you start on time.
They're not
going
to
come up with an agreement today. I really don't see it.
They're probably going to not play in April, which, by the way, I saw. I think it was a TikTok by Trevor Bauer's agent. She said the owners don't even care that much that the season will be canceled or that April will be canceled because they make the least amount of money in that time, which it is just so disappointing. They just pay the players. They make the owners money. They don't make any money for the franchise without the players.
I mean, the problem here also is that like the owners are on the commissioner's side. I mean, the players are fighting by themselves. Like they don't have it's basically players and fans versus coaches or owners and commissioners
versus the owners and the commissioner. Which by the
fans
really
have
what
just
it is. No say.
The fans have no say.
The commissioner just doesn't care that
he's the poster child for the owners at this point.
Exactly.
But also, if Rob Manfred wanted to, I guess he couldn't just tell the owners they're wrong because he might be out of a job. But it's just a bad look. It's a really bad look.
I feel like he could have handled it better, like
way
much better. So it really looks like there's going to be no baseball in April, which is it's disappointing, really.
Yeah,
and a bad look.
I'm getting sad just thinking about it.
Me too.
Especially when your team has expectations to be good.
We're not going to see Max Scherzer play for the Mets.
Well, and also, I mean, he's going to lose money. Players are losing money right now if they cancel games.
They're going to lose so much money.
And it starts at the top. It starts with the highest paid players. They're going to lose the most money. It's just an awful look for the MLB. It's awful. I mean, lockouts don't happen often. When they do, when do lockouts turn out well for sports? They don't. So it's sad.
Yeah.
I think spring training games are supposed to start today. I think
somewhere around. Yeah.
Today was not only a day for the meeting, but it was also to.
Pitchers and catchers were supposed to report like 2 weeks ago.
Sad.
So I did see a thing today about them. They're trying to open up fields for players to train on or something. So I don't know. Maybe they can figure something out, which would open up a whole new world of possibilities for the MLB with tampering and things. But I don't know. It's because like the coaches can't even talk to the players. It's like
they're not allowed to.
Bad situation.
It's disgusting.
It's really bad.
But hopefully they come to an agreement. If not tonight, soon, and they don't lose too much of the season. Because I mean, imagine what canceling a full MLB season would do to the sport. I mean, it would.
Wow.
It would push it to a point of no return.
It would be monumental if they canceled even just more than like half the season. I mean, you saw what happened during COVID when they only played like 60 games. I mean, that was hard enough for the MLB. But at least then you really weren't losing fans because there wasn't like a conflict going on. There weren't any sports going on, so you weren't really losing fans to other sports. But right now you would definitely lose fans to other sports and to other activities and things, and that would just be bad. You would lose even more money.
Exactly. So I really think that the owners just pay the damn players, and they will make more money. You'll still end up making like billions and billions of dollars. So it doesn't matter. So that's all. That's all I got. We all can agree.
Yeah, there's not much to say. I mean, I feel like every time we bring it up, it's kind of just repetitive because not much has happened
for the past, literally for all 8 weeks. All 8 weeks.
It's amazing. It's amazing how little has like happened. Like how much little traction has happened between the players and the owners.
It was like every single time it goes meeting today, nothing happened. Meeting today, nothing happened. Meeting today, the players got even more upset. Meeting today, the owners got more upset. Like, it's just
unbelievable.
Like at this point, it's just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Bryce Harper posted on his Instagram today, for an international team. I mean, that's when you know it's bad. He's one of the faces of baseball, and he is fake sarcastically reaching out to teams in other countries. But
exactly.
That's all we have for MLB stuff because there isn't much to talk about in MLB. But we can flip back to basketball, our last thing. We've mentioned a couple times in this episode. Actually, no, we can stick with the MLB with Derek Jeter stepping down as the CEO of the Miami Marlins this week. I mean, I guess it's big news because it's Derek Jeter, but he hasn't really done much.
It's big news because there's literally no other news.
Yeah, and also it's good for Miami that he did step down
because he's only made them worse.
He was terrible for the Marlins. Like, okay, I found this article on 538, and it's the Miami Marlins who they traded. And let me just there's the obvious names like Real Muto, Marcelo Zuna, Yelich, Stanton. Well, here are some names that you probably didn't know that the Marlins had and traded for basically nobodies. They had Luis Castillo, Chris Paddock, Nathan Eovaldi, Anibal Sanchez, Kike Hernandez, and then they had Austin Barnes. He's not good, but like he's serviceable.
He's not
player.
bad.
Not terrible, but like you look at that pitching staff. Look at how many guys they traded, and for what? Who did they get in return?
Nothing.
Nobody. They got, and then for the players that they like, they're really big names. They're stars. They basically traded them for Sixto Sanchez, who is hurt all the time. He's a great prospect, but hurt all the time. Sandy Alcantara. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They barely got anything in the Yelich deal. I think that was like Lewis Brinson, right? He stinks.
They got like nothing. They got nothing.
He's been a disappointment for them. Like a big disappointment.
And then Zach Gallen. They had Zach Gallen at one point, which turned into Jazz Chisholm. Which turned into Jazz Chisholm.
That's probably the best move they made.
But even then, quick side rant once again. I think Jazz Chisholm's hella overrated. I really don't get it. I don't get the hype. Like what? Please tell me what does he do that makes you think that he is going to be a stud? He does a Euro step celebration after a home run.
It's a nuke off Jacob deGrom.
He has swag.
He's really fast.
We'll get into our MLB positional rankings down the line.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get into those once the MLB starts to gain more traction.
Is really overrated.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Marlins, they've traded more people than you even realized. It's crazy. So,
yeah, good for them. Good for Jeter if that's what he wanted.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like it's like kind of coincidental timing, sort of, considering we're in a lockout and he was a former player turned owner, and there's just no traction and he steps down. Like, I guess
that's true. That is true.
I mean, maybe that means he's sort of on the side with the players, considering the Marlins just don't spend any money, and like they don't, and I don't know. I mean, it does look all right, I guess. That's the only thing. But other than that,
I think the Marlins benefited from that move.
They did.
I think honestly both sides did. I don't think Jeter really wanted to be that guy, and I think the Marlins just wanted to go in a different direction. So
exactly. So
hopefully Jeter can find a better fit for a post-playing career than that. But we can move on to our last topic. We can just talk about it quickly because we talked about it heavily last week, which is James Harden's been playing really well for the Sixers. And you cannot say the winner of the trade yet because Ben Simmons hasn't played.
Yeah.
But James Harden and Embiid are definitely a force in the East. And look, if Ben Simmons does not play well, I think the Sixers are the favorite in the East. If Ben Simmons does not come back and play well and Harden is not allowed to play in every game, then the Sixers, I think, are the favorite.
One quick thing that I feel like a lot of people are glossing over. James Harden is like flourishing Tyrese Maxey. Like he's under the 2 games that Harden's been
averaging like 25.
Maxey's been amazing. So I feel like that's going very under the radar. That
he seems to
helping
be
his teammates.
Such a leader. He's being
all
such
he
a
needs
leader.
Is competent teammates.
I mean, you saw it before he even played. There was a game. I think they were playing against the Bucks, and Maxey wasn't playing very well. And you saw James Harden on the bench giving him tips, and he goes on like a 10-0 run by himself. And it shows that he's making a bigger presence than people might even realize for the Sixers. But
no, that's fair. That's totally fair. I honestly think that James Harden was overhated. But like free throw merchant, I don't care that he shoots a bunch of free throws. Free throws are an efficient shot. But sure, he's playing well for the Sixers. We knew this. Like we didn't James Harden was no bum when he got traded. All right. We knew this was going to happen. I think it really just lies on whether Ben Simmons plays during the regular season, which I'm very hopeful, and I think he I don't care. Play
it for us today. Any final words from you guys?
Villanova should not be ranked below Providence. I will forever stand by that, and they're gonna win. I'm calling it.
Sixers won the deal.
Oh my goodness, you're tripping.
I would probably not take LeBron I would not take Bronny for a season or two of LeBron, unless you're in a really good spot. So, yeah, that's it for us today, and see you guys next week.
Yep. Until next time.